What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the simulator. This is Turboed Talon Golf. It's 7 a.m. Saturday, the 18th of October, 2025. I have an 8:30 tee time. I'm going to use this round in the Canadian Golf League to warm up because it's starting to get cold here in Utah. Canadian Golf League October rounds is the tournament. Course is called the Pulpit. You can see that this tournament, this league is one of three, so I hope I'm able to finish it. I don't know when it turns into a pumpkin, but I'll try to finish all three rounds at some point. You can see we've got a tiny little gimme auto putt circle of 2 feet, 6,651 yards. Saturday pins, normal greens and normal fairways, 10 stimp, breezy wind, and we're 700 feet above sea level. I think I've played the Pulpit before, but I cannot be sure. I don't have the greatest attention span. And all of these guys, other than during major events that are following the PGA Tour, they usually don't. They try not to repeat the same courses or anything like that. So, all right, apparently I gave a hand signal. I do remember this being, it's a memorable course, just, I don't know. Also during my round today, I'm going to be gaming these Max Fly Tri-Fly balls. I don't know why. But I'm going to try to record that, that round the best I can. I'm going to have my camera hooked to my golf bag, which is going to be on my golf cart. I'm not going to do any editing on that video. Shot tracers, scorecard, anything like that. It's just too much bullshit, honestly. So I might have an overlay from the Garmin Golf app just kind of showing you where I'm at on the hole. But I'm going to game these Max Flies and see. I'm guessing I won't like them very much because I already don't like them, but we'll game the ones with the little pop cans or beer cans or whatever on them. But that's all I got for you. Looks like Shankin' Birdies is in the chat. What's up, brother? How's the golf game going? I haven't seen much from you. Probably just been busy. Everybody's busy. Okay, so I hope I can finish the round before I have to leave. My tee time's at 8:30. So I don't have a whole lot of time because I still got to pack up my bag and all of my recording gear and all of that shit. So let's go ahead and tee off. This course is not ringing a bell. I don't remember this hole, but maybe it'll start coming back to me. Nice easy swing here. I ain't warmed up. I'm old. I don't want to hurt myself. Pretty normal. If we can get up, that'd be nice. Interesting. That is very interesting. That is like a pop bunker, but not one. Let's get out of here. Par 4. I don't think I can get out of here safely without a high lofted club, so let's just get out. Probably should have hit to that other fairway. Don't you guys love golf? It's a game of woulda, coulda, shouldas, huh? Hopefully we can get out and I don't ting off the edge of this berm, but I gotta play some speed golf here. Shankin' Birdie says it's been a busy week. May try to hit the sim tomorrow. Casino trip this afternoon. Yeah, baby. I would gamble, but gambling's illegal in Utah. And I always lose. I always lose. I don't know what it is. Okay guys, recall that we have 2-foot gimmies here, which means putting is going to be a lot more important than it usually is. I would say this putt's for a more highly skilled putter than me. "12 feet with that break. It's really anybody's guess where this son of a bitch is going. Oh no, guys, that was botched. It was botched like a nose job. On the show, botched. I don't like the feel of these golf balls. Double bogey on the first hole is usually an omen that you should try another sport or take up another hobby. But we'll press. We'll get as far as we can before we gotta head to the golf course. I don't like the alignment marks on these balls. Okay, so you cross the border to go to Louisiana. That works for me, brother. Ooh, guys, I think we're gonna end up getting our asses handed to us at this course. 125 into the pin out of the deep. So you gotta take a few extra clubs here, and you're probably still gonna end up in this bunker. It's the law. Man, still pulling everything. I don't know if I need to move up to jumbo grips on these 1-length clubs or what it is, but we'll get her dialed in. What city are you heading to in Louisiana? Holy shit, 3 inches away. All right, just a regular bogey there. If we could keep it to regular bogeys. Okay, Lake Charles, Louisiana, excuse me. I'm trying hard to not cry right now, so if you hear my voice crack, it's not you, it's me. All right, that's one of the best shots I've hit into a par 3 in the last couple of days, sadly. Also, sadly, none of these putts are going to be flat, it doesn't look like. 10 feet from the pin on a par 3, you should be happy with that outside. All right, we can certainly use that after the slow start. How long does it take to get to Lake Charles? Is it like a short drive or is it a day trip? Did that actually work? I did not calculate myself flying through the trees. 205 yards carry. I better up my game if I'm going to have any chance against these guys outside today. $178. This is playing like $185 into the wind. Call it $190. Oh, 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, baby. Who's going with you? Is it family, friends, a mixture of both? Guys, that was a trash-ass shot. If I'm hitting like that today, we're going to have problems. I might not have any of these balls to come back and talk about. Super over the top. I got to fix my swing. That too. Ooh! You guys, we're getting beat up by this course like we owe it money. Like we owe it flipping money. That's a nice little golf cart. Got some chrome rims on it. Some crims. Friend and his wife, so it's like a double date. That ought to be fun. Is the food any good there, or is it just casino food? You guys, I am astonished. I cannot make a damn putt. That was trash. Oh, so it's just the three of you. Roger, copy. Well, the house usually wins, man. I hope you come back with some money. Still over the top. $135. 130 into the wind. Okay, this is a well-protected green. Spray it and pray it here, boys. That was fat. I'm guessing we'll be playing our next shot from the bunker. That's why that bunker's there, guys, is to catch your shitty shots and mine. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. What's crazy is that's still not close enough for a gimme. Well, I guess my buddies don't even give me 5-foot gimmies, if I'm being honest. What are we at here? 4 over? And I got to do this for 3 rounds. Okay, we got to move along here. Move along. 229. That's a bit much for driver. Ooh. He says he's going to come home and grill up a tri-tip. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Some juicy, delicious tri-tip. I'm vegan, but it sounds delicious. Okay, that's got a little draw to it. That wasn't bad. That actually was not a bad shot. Bringing a little tear to my eye. That felt toey. I'm guessing it's going to find the bunker or something that might as well be a bunker. Seems like all of these grains are elevated. It's like landing a plane on an aircraft carrier, right? You gotta have your shit together. Don't hit stuff like that. Coast to coast, baby. You gotta keep that head down and them hands forward. Like that. Coast to coast again. Let's see if we can go coast to coast a third time. Nope, we went too far, then too short. Case of the yips. Hey Steve, how are you, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I'm using the Giga Golf TRX one length irons right now. Did an online fitting based on my height and my wrist to floor measurement. No, it was not an adjustment at all. Just think of the same swing for pitching wedge through 5 iron. Ball's in the same spot, same swing plane, everything. All you do is hit the ball. They did send an approach wedge and a sand wedge, but they're too long. So the set was 5 through sand wedge. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's all I can really say about it. I think the approach wedge and sand wedge are over here. Yeah, they're over here somewhere. Here's the thing, Steve. I've only been golfing for like a year and a half, so I didn't really have any good or bad habits established yet. But you can get a set of these with an online fitting for like $450. I'm sure you could find somebody on eBay or Facebook that's selling them for cheaper than that. And then my first set of one length irons that I actually sent over to Flying Fat Kid were Pine Meadow Golf, and I got those off of Amazon for like $180. Shankin' Birdies, I'm really not vegan. I would actually eat meat for every single meal of the day if I could. For some reason, I always miss this putt high because I'm a dumbass, so let's see if we can put it in the hole here. Classic Turbo Talon golf. Good job, Sally. I forgot what we were even doing. I started talking about golf clubs. And Steve, you can go all the way up to like, there's one length golf club iron sets that are well in excess of $1,000. Like it's the whole gamut of dollars you can spend if you so choose. You guys, every green on this course is up, like landing a plane on an aircraft carrier. Maybe that's why they call it the Pulpit, because all the greens are raised. I don't know. That's too high. That'll be short, I think. Yeah. Guys, I don't know what it is. Just having a real hell of a round here. 7 up half assist. Guys, this is the crux of high handicap golf. Like, look at, Jesus Christ. Shot 1 under in a round yesterday, and now I can't even golf. I haven't eaten my breakfast yet, though. That has a small effect on it, but mostly it's just being shitty at golf. I'm pretty surprised GS Pro let that ball drop. Hey, what's up, brother? Flying Fat Kid is my best sim golf buddy. And he's in the chat, guys. If you haven't seen his stuff, you're probably living under a rock. And if you still haven't seen his stuff, go check out his channel. I'm just warming up for a round. I got an 8:30 tee time. You can see it's going splendidly. Yeah, I warmed myself up a breakfast burrito. It's over here on the chair. I'll probably cram it down my throat while I'm driving to the golf course. .211 up 13, so we're playing 220 something with a crosswind. Let's smash a 5 wood. Ball's gonna want to go left. Wind's blowing left. That was a very strange ball flight there. Flying Fat Kid says his girls got runner-up in the softball league championship. That's awesome. Tell him I said congratulations. Flying Fat Kid's girls are just the most adorable 2 people you will ever see at the same time in the same place, guys. I'm not sure what that was. It's actually called Dog Shit Golf. This should be called the Dog Shit Golf channel. 2-foot gimmies here. So if it takes you 4 strokes to get to the green, it's going to take you 4 more strokes to sink the putt. Like, it's tough to even say what's going to happen here. Pretty scary little putt. Parsky. If it ended at 11 p.m., how long was it? Did it go into like a lot of extra innings? I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this round, guys. I hate being late for my tee times. That was a drive. Driving in the simulator is so much more painful than outside. I think it's because the launch monitor ain't giving you any help. So we got to hit in excess of 170. Let's just hit a 6-iron here. Oh, it was back-to-back, double header, baby. Single round elimination. Get up there. I'm kind of surprised the Magic GS Pro Bunker force field didn't activate there. Call me rebel scum and say something about what a terrible golfer I am. Okay, if it's double elimination, when did you guys start playing? Was it like in the AM? Hey FFK, I don't know when you joined, but I'm going to game these crummy tri-flies today at the golf course. I already broke 90 at Glen Eagle a couple times, so I'm not too concerned about it. They get beat up pretty quick. Super clicky. I saw them at Dick's Sporting Goods for like $15 a box. And I was like, those look like TP5X Pix balls. I mean, I know they aren't TP5X Pix balls. I may be ugly, but I ain't stupid. But I was like, 15 bucks a box? Who could resist such a deal? A little high fade. Just driving is so painful in the simulator. I don't know what it is. 150, 140. Ball's gonna want to jettison left. Yeah, let's aim to the green. How about that? Why would I aim 30 yards away from where I'm at? What is this, putt-putt golf? Kind of funny when your ball goes exactly where you aimed it, even though you were on an 8-degree slope. All right, guys, we are coming upon the time where I must load my bag up with balls and clubs and camera gear and go to the GC. Is that gonna drop? Man, shit, no it ain't. It's not even a gimme. Oh my God. This is a Canadian golf league, but I went in and looked at some of the other people that are registered, and there were a few Americans in there. Flying Fat Kid says G420s or Gigasticks. I'm playing the one length, man. I'm sick of these pings. I've had to have the 7 and the 8 iron re-glued, what, 2 or 3 times? So they're just gonna chill right here. And I'm not good enough at golf to know the difference anyway. But some of the lowest rounds I've shot outside this year were with one length irons. Granted, your irons aren't going to get you out of trouble if you can't get off the tee, but you really got to be on your best behavior to hit a straight ball off the tee in the sim. Maybe it's just my setup, but I have aligned this shit so many times with lasers and nuclear reactors, and I don't know what it is. Like, look at that replay. 20 yards offline with that. Like, I don't get it, dude. So we still got a long way to go, and we're hitting toward water. No, so I don't use the wedges either. I stop at a pitching wedge. I can't use a 5-foot long scoring iron, man. I can't do it. Okay, Shankum Birdies, have fun in Louisiana. I hope you come back a millionaire, sir. Have fun. Thanks for tuning in. I gotta leave soon anyway. All right, we'll finish this hole, and then I gotta pack my bag and get the hell out of here. Dear GS Pro, can you please aim me at the green? Trash can piece of software. So of course that's headed toward the water. Super closed stance. I might throw some jumbo grips on these and see if they quit being so handsy. Oh boy. He says he hit some straights, Bridgestone E12 straights. I hit the Bridgestone E12 straights last weekend. Okay, thanks Flying Fat Kid. I gotta head to the golf course soon anyway. We'll see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. I hope I get to see you this weekend for our scramble, but I know we're both busy, man. All right, it's time to load the golf bag. We'll should be able to resume the round. We're 8 over. Things have gotten better, but I'll resume the round later and try to play all 3. Let's get the golf bag loaded up here. You guys can hang out with me while I do that. You can hang out while I do that. This is staying here. The burner mini driver's staying here. Or it could just be my 3-wood. Let's take the burner and the big driver, and that can be my 3-wood. As crazy as that sounds. I'm not playing for money today, so nobody's going to be counting the clubs in my bag or anything like that. Sucker. Of course this thing wants to tip over. Hey Mantana, how are you? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. I appreciate the kind words. And yeah, I'm still using these Giga Golf TRX 1-length irons. I've hit some of the lowest scores ever with them. I think it takes a lot of the thinking out of the equation, which is the problem for me because I don't have much processing power available for thinking. Let's see if we can find club covers here. My bag wants to tip over. What are we taking today? The 5 and the 7, that is correct. The problem is it wouldn't matter what clubs you were using. You could be using $5,000 set of irons. It wouldn't matter if you're off. Like if you're not able to keep your front arm straight, or you're not able to keep your head stationary, like it doesn't matter what you're using. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose at golf. Do I have a club cover for this little 4 here? I should have one. Oh, I can't forget my golf balls. I thought I had a club cover for this 4 hybrid. That sucks. Will it fit in this? Did I put it somewhere else? Am I having a stroke? It don't need a cover. Here, we'll just shove it right in that slot right there. Looks like the sun's coming up. So it sucks. It sucks having to take a piss at the golf course, but what I think is even worse is when you figure out you need to poop at the golf course. That's gonna go ahead and take the cake. Because you can find a tree, if you're a dude, you can find a tree to pee on in a bush. But if you need to poop, it's over. Let's get our mics. Camera gear. Got our DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. It's got about 5 names. My DJI mic. My mics. I still got a bunch of footage from when Flying Fat Kid and I played rounds in Ohio that I haven't edited because video editing is the worst. Video editing is the damn worst. All right, I think we're about ready here. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I might film something after the golf course, or I might tie one on the back deck. I don't know. But I'll see you at some point this weekend. To which you reply, not if I see you first. Get it? All right. All joking aside, guys, this is Turbo Talon Golf signing out. We'll see you later. Have a